Hi everyone, I'm Matt, the creator of Brethren, and today we're going to play a 250 point game. This game is going to show a small raid on a farm. Both armies are going to be Vikings, and we're going to be using the Quick Start rules, which is available for free on www.brethrentabletopwargame.com/rules. Here we've got the blue team. They've got quite a lot of shields, so they're more focused on defense. Here you can see the combat hero, the experienced infantry, and the untrained infantry. One of the unexperienced infantry is equipped with a horn, which is going to cause a negative effect to enemy morale. Then we've got the red team. They again have a combat hero. This hero isn't equipped with a shield, so he's not going to be able to form shield formations. So they're just going to be focused on getting into battle as quick as they can. A lot of them are equipped with Dane axes, as well as 2 single-handed weapons, which is going to be very useful when it comes to the combat phase. They don't have any morale equipment, so most of their focus is going to be on getting into combat as quick as possible and causing as much damage, trying to make sure they don't have to make a morale check. This is a solo game, so I'm going to be playing both armies. I'm going to be using 2 different coloured dice, and that's blue for the blue team and red for the red team. So we're going to go right into it, into the deployment phase. At the start deployment, both teams have to roll a die to see who's going to start deploying first. And that would be the blue team. So I'm going to be doing individual model deployment, starting with the blue team. Deployment zones are 4 inches away from the table edge. So I'm just going to mark that out with some dice. And now we begin. And there we go, now we're all deployed. So without further ado, we'll go right into the first turn. And the red team are going first. Wasting no time at all, this combat hero is going to issue a group run to these guys. So first we see how far they go. An extra 4 inches, so that gives them 10 inches altogether. And I think they're going to follow the road. To that. So because they don't have shields, theoretically they're going to be easier to kill. So this archer is going to move up to the fence and try and shoot his opponent. So 3-inch move to there. Then a bow's got 18 inches of range, and he's going to be shooting the combat hero. And he misses. So because there's no more heroes for the red team, all of the models are going to be moving individually. So I think to start with, this guy is going to try and run as far as he can. He's going 11 inches. This archer is going to stay where he is. He's going to aim and then shoot his opponent, who is in range. So the archer is going to get +1 onto his roll. but he misses. So he's going to run, follow his friend. For another 11. These guys, he's going to issue a group run to all of these for 7. And they're going to try and cut off access to this area here. This guy here is going to run. Not very far though, only 7. I think this guy here is only going to move just to there. I don't want to get them too far ahead. So an archer here is going to move up the road. And he's going to try and shoot him. Is in range, just. And it's going to be -1 to his shot because he's behind the wall. But he hits anyway. This guy would have a defense of 2, but he's got a shield, so it makes it a 3. So I need a 4 up to kill him. And he's gone. And this guy's going to move. To just there. This archer is going to run. And he's going to try and get into a better position than he currently is. So 9. To there. That's the end of the activation phase. So it would now be the combat phase, but nobody's in combat. Everyone's too far away. So we skip that phase. So then we go straight to the morale phase. The blue team lost 1 guy, so they would be subject to morale test. However, there's no blue guys within 6 inches of the red's combat hero, so no morale test is made. So we skip that phase, and then we go back to the priority phase into turn 2. The reds go first. So this archer is going to see if he can weaken that line a bit more. So he's going to aim for this guy. Just double checking he's in range. He's about 5 millimeters out of range. So that shot misses. So this archer here is going to try and take out this guy who's got less armor. And he's hit. So he would be a defense 2, but he's got a shield, so it's 3. So I need a 4, 5, or 6 to kill him. And he's dead. This archer here, he's not going to shoot this turn, he's just going to try and get into a better position. So he's going to run again. So he's got 10 inches of movement. So what he's going to do is go 4 up to there. He then needs 2 inches to get up onto the platform, with a third going across, so it's 3. So he's got under 3 inches left, and he's going to move just there. So this archer here is going to take a shot at this guy in front. He is in range. He's not moved, so he's going to aim as well. But he misses. This guy here is going to try and run as far as he can. For 11. He's going to be brave, or maybe stupid. But he's gone into combat with both of them, so they can't activate this turn. So this hero wants to get into a slightly better position than he currently is in. So heroes have 3 action points, so they can do an extra action that a normal unit wouldn't be able to do. So he's going to move 3 inches to there. And then he's going to call a shield formation. So only models with shields can follow this formation. So this guy is not going to be part of this. And then they can move a further 3 inches. It's not going to move the full 3 because he wants to form a straight line. The reason I've staggered where the spearmen are is so that they've got the option, if they need to support, anyone on the front line is going to be able to get support from them. So these guys aren't going to waste any more time. They're going to charge into combat. Not very well. None of them make it in. So with a charge, if you fail a charge, you still have to move as far as you can. So they've all moved up. So none of them have made it into combat. And their defense is going to be reduced by 1. However, because there's no other units now for the blue team to move that are able to do any real damage, the blue team aren't going to take advantage of that. But what this guy is going to do is make sure he moves up behind them, just in case the red team are forced to make a morale check. So the red team have got 1 guy left to move. So he's going to run, see if he can give his friend some support. And he isn't. So in the combat phase, we've got 1 combat to do. So in this combat, we've got a red experienced swordsman. He's going to have 2 attacks. Against a blue experienced soldier with a Dane axe. He gets 4. And an inexperienced warrior that gets 2. Because this guy has 2 one-handed weapons, it means that he's able to re-roll a single failed hit dice. So let's roll. The blues have scored a 6, which is higher than the red's highest 4. They're going to re-roll 1. That doesn't hit. So they've got 1 successful hit. Now to see if they wound him. So he's got a normal defense of 3, and he's got a shield, so it gives it a 4. So a 5 or a 6 is needed to take him out. And he's gone. So because the red team have suffered more losses than the blue team in this turn, they're forced to make morale checks. So using my hero, he's just going to pick the red hero, and anyone within 6 inches of him is going to make a morale check, so all of these guys will. And because of the horn from the blue team, their morale is reduced by 1. So this guy would be a 7, now a 6. He runs away. Would be a 9, now an 8. He's fine. 6. Gone. 9. Gone. 9. Gone. 6. Gone. 9. He's fine. So that was a particularly brutal round of morale. Lots of people have fled. The way the red team could mitigate their losses by having a model with a standard just does the opposite of a horn. So rather than reducing the enemy's morale by 1 like the horn does, it increases friendly morale by 1. So it would have counteracted the effect from the horn, although given some of those rolls that wouldn't have made a difference. So on to turn 3. The Reds go first, which is what they need. These guys are still under the effect of a shield formation, so they do get their defensive bonus. But the last thing I wanted was for them to be able to be surrounded. This guy is going to run. Into there. This guy is going to try and help out these guys as much as he can. So what he's going to do is he is going to try and shoot the guy with the horn. He is in range. There is a wall between them. But he is going to aim, so that's going to counteract the wall. But he misses. So this guy's going to run. To that. This guy's going to move and he's going to go over the wall, so he's going to lose 2 inches of movement, so he's only got 4. To there. It's going to be risky. He's going to aim for this guy. Because the hero's in contact with him, they're going to have to make an in the way test. So he is in range. So on a 1, 2 or 3, I'll be hitting my hero. On a 4, 5 or a 6, I'm going to hit my target. And I hit my target. But he misses the shot. This archer is going to shoot that archer. Shoot, aim and shoot. He's in range. He is behind cover. There is a wall here. But he hits. And he kills him. That leaves the blue archer here. So he's going to run. He's going to try and get around this enclosure. For 9. So 3, 7, 9. Everyone's been. So now we go into the combat phase. Start off with this one. So we've got an inexperienced spearman. We'll have 1 attack. The fellow with the Dane axe has 4. And the guy with the axe has 2 with a reroll. So he's managed to take out a few hits. blue did get a reroll, which doesn't matter anyway. It's taken out another couple of hits. Oh, reroll again. And the reds have beaten. Doesn't have enough to kill anyone, but he does push them back. So here, what we're going to do is this guy is going to fight him. He's going to be supported by this spearman. The hero is going to be fighting both of these, and they're supported by that spearman. So we do this one first. The red Dane axe has 4. Experienced swordsman has 2. With an extra one for the spear supporting. Blue gets a 6. And that does kill him. He's only got a defense of 3. So then we've got the hero with a Dane axe. Who has 5. Against the hero with an axe who has 4. The inexperienced infantryman with another 2. And the spear supporting for another 1. Lots of the attacks get knocked out for a 1-on-1 reroll. Red wins. Doesn't kill anyone, but he does force them back. The Reds did still lose the most models, so the hero is going to pick him to do a morale check again. But he's fine. So on to turn 4. Reroll. The blue's going fast. So they're not going to waste any time. The blues are going to surround the hero. This archer is going to move up here. He's going to shoot that archer. He has a clear line of sight now. And he hits. And he kills him. This archer going to move up here. And he's going to try and shoot him. He's in range. There is a wall in the way. So his shot's going to be reduced by 1. And he misses. This guy's getting a bit cocky now. So he's going to take both of them on again. So because there's only 3 models left on the red team, if they lose 1 more model, then the blue team will have won. So do this right here. blue team gets 1. Just the 1. And that kills him. So the blue team have won that game, but we are still going to do this one. Just see how it turns out. So we'll start off easy. The red hero gets his 5 attacks. So then the blue hero gets 4. Experienced swordsman gets 2. Spearman gets 1. Axe gets 2. And he gets another 2. I've run out of blue dice, so we've got a little white dice. The red's got a 6. The blue's got 2 5s. They don't wound him. He would have to fall back. He's not able to. So that combat is repeated again. And this time, the hero's defense is reduced by 1, but he gets an extra attack, so he's got 6 attacks this time. So we got 2. The blues have 1. One hit. And he kills a guy. And the rest fall back. So that time, because the blue lost more than the red, they would also take morale checks. So this guy's a 10. It's fine. 7. Run away. 9. Run away. 7. Fine. 7. Run away. And that's a 250 point game of Brethren. As you can see, it plays really fast. There's a lot of emphasis on morale. In the quick start guide, there's a lot less in terms of influences for morale. You've just got the horn and the standard. In the full game, you get the horn and the standard, but you then get different kinds of support heroes that also add bonuses to those. And that's both ways. So you've got a fear specialist who causes more detriment to the opponent's morale, or you've got inspiration specialists which cause further bonuses to allied morale. The morale equipment can really make or break a game, because depending on how you're building your army, it could be quite quick to fail if you don't spend those points in making sure your morale is okay. If you like what you saw, please give us a like and subscribe. I am planning on making more of these videos and go into bigger games, as well as show some armies from the ancient period, so more Romans, Celts, that kind of thing. And yeah, again, if you like what you saw, make sure you go to www.brethrentabletopwargame.com/rules and download the quick start guide to start playing. And if you want to go one step further, I've got the main book and Armies of the Dark Ages and Armies of the Ancients available on Amazon, as well as PDF versions of these books available on lulu.com. Thank you for watching and have fun gaming.